radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
Mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing new allegations.
Who continues to face renewed criticism after settling the Cassie lawsuit. There are now 2 more accusers who have come forward and filed lawsuits in New York State.
All of which he has denied.
Wow, Diddy is going to jail. And not to convict him before he's proven guilty, but there are too many people coming forward now. As you can remember, back in November 2023, the singer Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, filed an explosive federal lawsuit against him, claiming he had been physically and sexually abusive throughout their relationship. The complaint alleged that Combs abused her multiple times, forcing her to have sex with other men. He also raped her at her home in 2018. The rapper settled the lawsuit within days, but since then, 3 more women and 1 man have sued Combs, accusing him of a wide range of abusive behavior, including sexual harassment, rape, non-consensual pornography, and sex trafficking. In a statement to the New York Times, Combs' lawyer Benjamin Brathman said Combs denied the allegations and that the lawsuit was riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Now, Diddy, we all want to believe you, but 1 person coming forward, all right. 2, okay. 3, now listen, something is up. 4, there must be a sprinkle of truth within all of this. I believe that Cassie came forward and she blew the roof off the house, and now people are feeling comfortable enough to tell their story. And 4 more people have come forward with allegations against Diddy. And if you're not up to speed with the details of these allegations, let me share the details with you. Following the settlement with Cassie, Lisa Gardner filed a lawsuit on November 23rd, right before the Adult Survivors Act expired. She says she and a friend met Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall at an MCA Records event in 1990 or 1991. They returned to Hall's apartment for an after party, where Gardner said she was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs. She says Combs also assaulted her friend. The lawsuit claims the encounter left Gardner shocked and traumatized, and as she got dressed, Hall allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have sex with him. Gardner claims that Combs came to the home she shared with her friend a few days later and allegedly attacked her again. He came to the house looking for the friend because he was worried she would tell the girl he was with at the time, according to the suit. In another complaint filed the same day, Joy Dickerson Neal alleges that in 1991, she reluctantly went on a date with Combs, who intentionally drugged and sexually assaulted her after their dinner. She claims that Combs recorded the assault and showed the tape to other people. While Dickerson Neal did not go to the authorities immediately after the alleged assault, she says she did eventually file a police report with unspecified agencies in New York and New Jersey. The complaint says prosecutors told her they need to corroborate her allegations, but she believes possible witnesses were terrified that Combs could retaliate against them and that they would lose future business and music opportunities if they made a statement backing her account. A spokesperson for Diddy said the 2 women's claims are fabricated and accused them of exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. Another woman, referred to as Jane Doe in the complaint, filed a fourth lawsuit on December 6, 2023, alleging that Combs, his longtime Lieutenant Harve Pierre, and a third unidentified assailant gang raped her at Combs' Manhattan recording studio in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. The lawsuit claims that the men trafficked Jane Doe across state lines from Detroit to New York City on a private jet, plied the teenager with drugs and alcohol until she couldn't consent, and then violently assaulted her as she told them to stop. The complaint also includes several photos that Jane Doe alleges were taken at the studio on that night, including one where she is sitting on Diddy's lap. In February, Combs' former producer, videographer, filed a federal lawsuit against the mogul, alleging Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him. According to the lawsuit, Rodney Little Rod Jones worked on Combs' most recent album, Love, and lived with him between September 2022 and November 2023. Jones alleges he was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Mr. Combs. On one occasion, the lawsuit claims Jones woke up naked and disoriented in bed with Combs and two sex workers. He alleges the music mogul drugged him. The complaint also claims that in his role as Diddy's videographer, Jones secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The illegal activity the suit alleges includes acquiring drugs, soliciting sex workers, providing laced drinks to minors, and sexual assault. Diddy has denied all the allegations against him. In a statement, he said, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." I feel like that statement really reminds me of R. Kelly and what he said during his interview with Gayle. And as we can see, R. Kelly has been proven to be guilty. And I'm not saying that all these allegations are true, because we do not know what's going on, behind the scenes and why now. Yes, we can say Cassie came forward and it, has opened up a can of worms, and all of those skeletons that were in the closet are now coming forward because one person has come forward and they're like, okay, now is my time to tell my story. Now is my time to ensure that justice is served. However, I feel like we need to let justice or the court system take its due course and see how things play out. And we cannot condemn Diddy without knowing all the facts. And while I do believe Cassie, and the fact that he paid her off so quickly is sheer proof that there was some element of guilt and he wanted to cover up things as quickly as possible. I want to wait to see how these other lawsuits, how these other cases are going to turn out. And if it is the fact that Diddy has done these things, then Diddy needs to go to jail. Period. Point blank. He needs to be locked up and the keys need to be thrown away. And he needs to do the time because he has done all these horrible, horrific, and disgusting crimes. And yes, it's a shame. It's another black man, a black influential man. we see, as we have seen with Bill Cosby, as we have seen with R. Kelly, that, you know, where their legacy has been tarnished by the horrific actions or the things that they did because they've abused their position of power to make other people do things against their will and to make people feel lesser than. And that is not right. That is not right. And all I can say is that I'm going to keep these victims in my prayers, and I hope justice will be served. And I hope that the truth will come out or will be exposed. And in the meantime, we're going to keep you updated. We're going to stay on top of things. And let us know what you think. Do you think Diddy's really guilty of all these crimes? All these things that are being alleged? All of these things that he's been being accused of? Or do you think that there is some conspiracy to take him down? What do you think? Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.